Hello and welcome to the first episode of Not So Film Gems. This podcast is where we discuss the movies that are award-winning, not at the Oscars, but at the Razzies. And somehow these films have become massive cult classics throughout the years because people start to appreciate the fact that bad films are also fun. Today we are joined by Chatty Freelancer, aka Chloe, who recommended a film and for me to watch for this episode. And so let's listen to the voice note.
Hiya Gemma, my bad film recommendation is Grease 2. Now the reason why I recommend Grease 2 is because 1, it's very nostalgic for me, I grew up watching it. 2, it's got Michelle Pfeiffer in probably the best role that she's ever played. And the songs in Grease 2 arguably are better than Grease 1. That might be a bit of a controversial opinion, but on the whole, it is not the greatest film ever made, but in my eyes, it is so entertaining, it's so enjoyable, it's a bit bonkers. There's motorbikes, there's bowling alleys, there's Michelle Pfeiffer dressed as a Christmas tree, I'm pretty sure. It is just a bit crazy, but it makes no sense, but it also makes lots of sense. It's great. Please watch it if you haven't already. And if you don't enjoy movie musicals, I am very sorry because you might actually hate this. But that is my recommendation and I hope you enjoy it.
Now, Chloe, let's talk Grease 2.
Oh, I could talk about Grease 2 for a million years.
The way I was so excited when I received that voice note, by the way, I was like, oh my god, yes, I finally have a reason to watch it.
Why hadn't you watched it before?
Because I love the first Grease so much. Like, that film was so important to me.
Same.
And for years, people are like, Grease 2 is not good. And I'm like, oh, okay, fine, I'll avoid it like the plague. No. But then I watched it and I'm like, it's actually not that bad.
It's not. It's great.
It's good. It's good.
Michelle Pfeiffer, for the start,
right?
Amazing actress. I don't know if that was her. I'm assuming it wasn't her first film. I'm not too sure.
It was one of her first.
It was, incredible. She looked amazing, and I think the only other character that comes back from Grease 1 is Frenchie.
Yeah, so as I was watching the film, I was taking notes because I take this very seriously.
These notes.
I was so serious, and I was like, oh, there's, obviously Eugene was back, the really geeky guy that got picked on a lot. He has not changed.
Yes. Yeah.
And obviously the Blanche and the principal are back. They do still the same shtick of like she does it wasn't a xylophone, it was something else she used, and I'm like, oh man, that didn't hit the same as like it was something massive compared to the small one they used in Grease 1. I'm like, no, it was fine before.
Bring that xylophone.
Yeah, I'll bring it back.
My only critique.
I know, damn you. And that Sid Caesar, who played the coach, he was in it too.
So it was all like the staff and so that's what I kind of loved about it, was that there was like hardly any recurring characters from the last one.
Mm-hmm.
It was like not totally new, but like felt like a different film.
Yeah.
But it still had the sort of elements of Grease that I loved, which was like theatricalness, the absolute silliness of it all as well. Like it is just a mentally fun time. Like I've never watched that film and been like, oh, I feel rubbish after that.
I know, like actually, I actually felt quite happy after finishing it. Yes. Because I knew, when I say I knew nothing, Like, I think the only thing I knew about was the Cool Rider.
I need to see. That soul was so good. And she's like climbing up and down the ladders and dancing on these really tall ladders. It's like, oh, you go, Michelle.
So basically, that's her version of Hopelessly Devoted,
yes,
but cooler,
much cooler, less depressive.
Yes,
don't get me wrong, Hopelessly Devoted is one of the best songs ever, and I love that.
I love it.
I love her, Olivia Newton's is amazing. But Michelle Pfeiffer singing almost like a fucking rock song. I know. And she looks amazing.
In that leather jacket.
And she's like dancing at towards the end of the song. She's like dancing and like she's in a little world, like having the time of her life.
Great, she was so good in it. And it's one of those things like sequels and obviously not the loved characters come back, but obviously they have to mention it in some way. It's obviously the new guy who's from England.
Is he Sandy's cousin?
Yeah, he's Sandy's cousin, and I do that way to like, oh, how can we bring Sandy into this if I haven't Olivia Newton-John in it? It's like, oh, Sandy told me all about you. I'm just like, first of all, Sandy is from Australia. How does she have a cousin that's from England who is extremely British? I want to see that family tree.
That's what I mean, it's so ridiculous. Like, and I actually forgot about that wee fact because it does they almost just kind of throw it in at the beginning.
Sandy!
Yeah, and then never mention it again.
They don't even mention Danny at all. No. They're like, no.
I kind of love that. It's like, we're just going to ignore that. Like, we're not going to have a scene where Frenchie's asking him, how are Sandy and Danny getting on? Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's
are they still in the sky?
Yeah, literally. There's nothing. It's just like, oh, this is Sandy's cousin. Right, let's get on. Let's get on with his love story with Michelle Pfeiffer.
See, the thing that made me laugh, in the first couple of minutes is when obviously Frenchie meets, what's the main guy's name? I literally watched it last night.
I can't remember his name either.
Is it Michael?
It's Michael.
Michael, thank you. Right, yeah, it's Michael.
Right.
Michael, yeah. Right. And obviously, and also when it comes to Frenchie, when I'm like, she stayed back a year because she missed it. And then obviously they tried to explain it, the way she's like, oh yes, I was here. Yeah. I dropped out of beauty school and I dyed my hair pink, so I flunked out. And so now I'm trying to do chemistry, so I could open my own beautician.
They had to have some reason why she was still on that campus. Like, why is she still? She's an adult.
Why is she studying chemistry to learn how to do hair dye properly?
Oh, it's so great.
This was the first 5 minutes into the film.
Yeah, just like an info dump, massive info dump, and we meet the new sort of he's not so much like a Danny, but he is like the T-Bird, something like the head of the T-Birds.
Yes.
But he's not I can't remember his name either, but it's really annoying me. Johnny, I think it.
Yeah, it's Johnny, I think.
Oh yeah, because what's his girlfriend's name? I love her.
Oh, so annoying. Pammy.
I feel like I should have done my research as well.
I just watched this last night and I'm already
but she is like this ditzy, almost like Dolly Parton sort of vibe. Like she's got short blonde hair. She's like a bit, she's just amazing. And then he's an absolute arsehole. And he's obsessed with Michelle Pfeiffer's character.
Oh my god, I actually wrote it down as Paulette. Thank God I wrote it down because as I was kind of watching the film, that way, and you're just like, oh, I'll just look at Letterboxd, see what people are saying, and that's where I learned that Paulette is Judy Garland's youngest daughter.
What?
Her sister's Liza Minnelli. Oh, right?
Wow. Thank you for researching that because that's made my year.
See the way that I was like,
gobsmacked.
Of course, Liza's connected. Liza Minnelli is going to make sure she's like, this is campy, right? I'm going to be connected somehow.
Yeah. And she is. Her character is.
Oh, she's so good. Yeah.
She's brilliant. I feel for her. I can relate to her. Mm-hmm. She makes me laugh. She's just a great, great character. And I just, I love their whole dynamic as well, especially when they're in the bowling alley.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's a fantastic scene.
Oh, when she literally did a strike. I was like, yes, girl. Yeah. She made no effort because she's like, I'm not going to ruin my nails. So I'm just going to drop the ball and roll. And then she literally had a strike. And I'm like, I know those men are crying.
Yes. I love you, Queen Paulette.
Oh my god. Oh man. What else is there? Oh yeah, I feel like with this film, obviously Grease is campy, but I don't think, the thing is with the original Grease, I don't think that was the intention for it to be so campy. It just ended up campy, whereas this was camp up to 100 and we're making sure that we're campy.
Yeah, Michael and Motorbike.
Of course.
Who's that guy?
Oh my god, it's Clark Kent. He takes the helmet off, you know who he is.
I love that.
I love that trope because it's actually taking the glasses off. It's like, oh my god, you're a different person.
Yeah, that does. Oh, but you're so right. It is like they just, especially with. It's funny. I started playing the music in the car for my partner Andrew, who's never seen the film. But I was like, you need to listen to the songs because the songs almost could be in a Muppets movie. Yep. You need to listen to this. And like when reproduction came on, I was like, oh wow, this film really is not serious.
I literally, what was it I wrote? Like, you know, because as soon as it started, because I literally went, the teacher singing, you know, that way I'm like, it's no one from the main cast actually good singers, so they have to get the teacher to sing. And then all of a sudden they were singing about reproduction and learning biology, and I'm like, what is this? Yeah. I want more.
Exactly.
I was just like, there's no way.
Yeah.
There is no way they had that.
Yeah, no, that's like maybe is it my favourite song? I don't know. But it's like, it's so funny.
Oh, so
and very, very intentionally camp. It's funny. I was at a workshop a couple of weeks ago with a friend, and we were talking about Moulin Rouge whilst we were scrapbooking, and the question came up of like what defines a film, or what films are purposely camp, or what films are unintentionally camp. And I think you're right. I think Grease 1 is unintentional, but Grease 2 is very intentional.
And then because I think some of the letterbox reviews are just like, Johnny is just trying to look for his next beard or something.
He's a tragic character. Like,
he really is. He does. He needs therapy.
He does. Yeah, he's got an ego problem, a self-esteem problem. Like, he's really just pining for Michelle. What's Michelle Pfeiffer's character again? Stephanie.
Which, by the way, that's such a random name. I don't know why. I feel like that's such a random name. Because you know, when they're like, right, we want to make it not Sandy, but similar enough. Yeah. And they're like, oh, that begins with an S. Cool. Stephanie
and Michael.
Yeah. Like, is it like, yes, Michelle Pfeiffer, we can't call you Michelle because he's Michael.
Yeah. I know, I realised I've just been calling her Michelle Pfeiffer this whole time. But it's
Michelle Pfeiffer is Michelle Pfeiffer in everything. Oh yeah, I was looking up Michelle Pfeiffer because obviously I was literally like, was that her first film? Because people said I think that was her first leading role in a film.
Wow.
I think. But what I found so fascinating, her next film after that was Scarface.
What a 360! What? Wow!
You know, that way in my universe, I'm thinking I have a feeling her doing Grease 2, she wouldn't have done Scarface because
maybe, by the way, maybe because she's sexy in Grease 2.
Yes,
she's desirable in Grease. She's cool.
Yes,
she's this kind of rogue chick who's just like. So she's obviously she's supposed to be the Danny. Of Grease 1. She's supposed to be the Danny of Grease 2. So she's the one that's like got the leathers on and like is like, oh, like she's not interested in love, but she's like obsessed with this guy, this kind of like motorbike vigilante who's driving around and looking cool, and she has no idea that it's Sandy's cousin.
It's the way that she's like, I like a bad boy, but not a T-bird.
Yeah. I just don't want the pathetic Johnny, is what she's saying. Like,
actually shouldn't, because
he's toxic. He's a toxic.
You know, that way I was just like, see the way I would have fallen for that if I watched that when I was a kid, because we
were upset. Like, we were so obsessed with, like, so the reason why I love it so much is because I do associate it with like childhood. So like you was obsessed with Grease 1, but then my mum showed us Grease 2, and we actually loved that better.
Yeah.
And like, there's literally home videos of me and my sister singing the songs, and it's really funny. But one of the songs we're singing, which I'm assuming you'll have in your notes, is a very controversial song where they're in the like the other two characters are in like the bunker, and he's basically just like, shag me.
I have notes on that.
And we used to sing that song, Gemma. Me and my sister, we were like, let's do it for our country, the red, white, and... And then looking back, I'm like, oh wow, that was a really concerning theme.
I know. Because I literally wrote, well, that's a creative way to trick a girl into bed with you.
I know, it's so
The world is going to end. Let's go to this nuclear bunker. And we need to save the world. I've got a nuclear bomb and it needs released. And I'm like,
Yeah.
And the other two birds were listening the whole time.
Yeah, it's a good song though. It's about
Like, you know for a fact, if it starts getting really popular on TikTok, people see that scene, they are going to be, you know, like, 'cause I literally wrote this down, they will say, oh my god, that is military propaganda.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah.
It's like, it's like manosphere, military manosphere. Like, this guy, he's literally manipulating her into sleeping with him because he's trying to convince her that there's a nuclear war going to happen. And she's like, oh my god, no. And he's like, we need to do this. We need to do this for our country. And she's like, are you sure? Wow, like, it's very, it's even like talking about it and thinking about it, it reminds me a lot, like, of like, you know, like Rocky Horror, like just that sort of nonsensical situations that would happen. Like, I feel like that situation would never happen because someone would be that stupid to believe that, but it works in that film.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's very, you know, as a theme, it's like not good at all.
Of course.
But like a part of who's just enjoying the silliness of it, it's quite a hard one.
I think it's because like it doesn't really cross the line of like it actually happens, because obviously you know, like so two guys fall through the door and she's like, you know, she's like, wait a minute.
She's like, no, it's the Moochie.
I was just like, Marty's back? I was literally looking at all the big ladies and I was just like, okay, that's the Rizzo, that's the Marty. By the way, see the one that's meant to be Jan?
Oh,
you know, is she 8 years old?
Probably.
I see the way that like Michael was like, you know, like, because he felt so rejected by Stephanie, and you know, like, you know, he literally asked this, but we don't know how old she is. Like, she's definitely younger because she follows the big ladies about it as if she's like a fan club. Yeah. But like, she looks 8. You know, like he's literally like, oh, do you want to go on a date? And I'm like, she's literally 8. I was like, date? Isn't she 8?
She does look very, very young.
I was, you know, when like she probably looks the age that they're meant to be. Yeah. But obviously, but especially in Grease 1, everyone's in their 40s. They clearly have 5 mortgages. Yeah. You know, and you know, oh my god, like, you know, especially Sonny, you know, in the first film, he's got like receding hairline, wrinkles. He's just a grown ass man, but he's in high school. Bizarre, but like they kind of in Grease 2, they do look a little bit younger, but they still don't look young enough to be in high school. Yeah, I do look like college. Yeah, college age. Yeah, they do. Which does make a difference at the same time. I think it's because I watched Grease 1 so many times, I was just like, I've stopped caring. Yeah, just used to this. We're just going to enjoy it. Oh, there's another person I forgot actually makes an appearance. Ooh. Did you remember that Creative Face, you know, from the kind of bike kind of gang? Like, you know, he has like the scars around his face and stuff. Yeah, he's in that too. See, in a way, I was like, why do you call him Creative Face? And it turns out, like, it is in reference to his scars, and I'm like, that's so mean. That's awful. So mean. That's awful. You know, clean up his. You know the way I'm like, has he been held back too, like Frenchie? Because you know, like, you know, why is he still picking on high school kids? You know, like, you know, instead of the diner this time, it's the bowling alley. It's the bowling alley. We're gonna score tonight. Tune, absolute tune. There was another thought I had in my head. With Johnny, did you ever watch Soy 101? Yes. Do you remember Logan? Yeah, he looks like him. Yeah, they're literally twins. I literally had to look. I'm like, is that his dad? It's not. But I'm like, I'm like, that's Logan from Zoe 101. They do look a lot alike. And I was just like, oh man, I love Zoe 101. Yeah, look at Johnny. Oh, honestly, he's an interesting character. But their song's really good. Yes. The T-Bird song. It was good. Where they're in the theatre. Yeah. Because like the whole film was about them. Well, not the whole film, but like a part of the film was about them like putting on a theatre production. So it's basically Dirty Dancing and High School Musical. Yeah. Yeah. With motorbikes. Yeah. Shoved in there. Yeah. Motorbike stunts. You know, like, you know, again, they're like, oh, we need to make this so different. the same,
What other vehicle?
They're like, motorbikes.
Nailed
Motorbikes.
Nailed it. That made it cool.
But then you also have to definitely work a car wash because, you just only cars in there somehow.
Yeah. Oh, man. And then now we're talking about it, Gemma, I'm like, is this a good film? Like, it is.
I had a good time.
It's bad.
I was literally writing down my notes. I was just like, I'm actually having quite a good time with it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like one of the first notes I wrote, like I too would fall in love with Michelle Pfeiffer at first sight.
Yeah.
That I was automatically right, this film is realistic.
No, she may have been my female crush for a long time purely because of that film.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like, she is, she's just beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Just a beautiful woman. And so I can fully agree with that. Like, yeah, this is realistic. Because who wouldn't fall in love with Michelle Pfeiffer?
Exactly. Like, instead of in Grease 1, I mean, like, Danny did kind of change, if you literally just joined a sports club and you got a cardigan where Sandy changed her whole personality. But she looked hot, that's fine. So,
yeah.
Express with this one, Michelle Pfeiffer was like, I don't need no man, I don't want a T-bird and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And Michael's like, okay, I'm going to change my entire personality.
Yeah, to be cool.
Yeah, I'm going to bring a motorbike and I'm going to not wear a shirt underneath my leather jacket, but I'm going to have a half zip down so my chest is exposed.
By the way, Michael, 10.
Mm-hmm.
You look great in the leather too.
When you actually think of like a film released in the 80s that are aimed for like teens, young adults, and you wonder eye candy, he was the perfect choice.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, have I seen him in anything else? No. I've not seen him in anything else. That is literally it. So it's like,
he has been in a few things, but I really can't remember what they are because I just scrolled past this thing last night.
Yeah,
but that way I'm like, oh, he's still working now.
Yeah,
it's good, but
yeah, he's not like in Grease 2. He's not the best actor. Like, he's not Michelle Pfeiffer level acting. No. Like, he's quite tiny and like, I don't know, kind of boring. Michael's a bit boring.
Yeah, he did have a song called Charade.
Oh yeah,
Charade, and I was literally like, that one, like, yeah, this is his hopelessly devoted, but also his Sandy moment as well.
Yeah,
I was literally like, this is gonna be both vibes, like, and this is him almost sitting beside the pool, imagining her face and filling it away, or he's in the drive-thru crying his heart out because she rejected him. I was just like, why is he giving both?
Yeah, he was very much a victim the whole time. He was just like, love me, somebody love me. And it's like, Michael, just get over it, man. Like, having a motorcycle is cool, don't get me wrong. Like, wow. Yeah. And you looked great. But just like, you don't need the glasses, and you don't need to hide your identity, mate.
No.
Like just, be cool. If you want to be cool, just do it.
See, obviously Michael has to save up money to get a motorbike because obviously I don't know how much they are now, but especially back then, it would not be like, it'll be cheap now, but that way is like, he needs to earn some money. So what does he do? He literally starts doing people's homework for money. But the funniest thing for me, there's this whole scene of them he's doing the homework, he's handing it to people and they're handing him cash. It's like a drug deal.
It's because they're underneath the bleachers and it's all like Johnny's like, he's like, can't be spotted, nobody can see us.
Got the stuff? Yes. And I'm just like, why is this Breaking Bad?
It's so dramatic. Oh my god, I forgot about that again. I know the scene as well because I can see it in my head. So they are under the bleachers.
Yeah.
And it's like, he's... Oh, freaking hell.
So Steph and Michael end up together because, of course, she realises who he is and she's like, I still love you anyway.
Yeah, even though you're boring as hell, it's fine.
Then it cuts to them graduating. The first song that they sing in the film, they kind of reprise it for this. It's very High School Musical vibes.
Yeah.
And obviously, this bit almost. Oh God! It's when they're graduating, obviously, in high, when they graduate from high school, they throw the caps.
Yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer dropped hers, and they were not, I do that way, like, they must have been done with the shoe because they're like, Michelle, we don't care.
Yeah.
We're not going to be sure this doesn't matter this time.
Yeah. We all know you're not graduating because you're all too old to graduate anyway.
You're listening to Scarface after this, like, I think you're fine.
Yeah. Literally. Yeah. I know. She was done. She was like, guys, I've got my next job booked with
Al Pacino.
I need to go, guys.
Peak Al Pacino as well.
Peak
Al Pacino.
And maybe Peak Michelle, because wow, she's incredible in that film. But yeah, she was ready to get out there.
And then they had to wait for years for her to finally do a musical, and it was Hairspray, and she was amazing in that. So basically, Michelle Pfeiffer, do more musicals, please.
Absolutely. I would watch a Batman musical of her as Catwoman again.
Oh my God, yeah.
I'm sold.
A Scarface musical?
Make it happen.
Make it happen. So I thought I would talk about a bit how there's a lot of themes with a lot of films, especially nowadays. I feel like this still happens. They'll bring a film out, and if it has any ounce of like success, they're like, when's the sequel?
Yes.
Especially in the 80s, they loved a sequel. As I was looking, it was like, oh yeah, like the second Indiana Jones came out in the 80s, obviously all the Star Wars, Lethal Weapon 2, and Psycho 2.
Psycho? Oh, Psycho?
Yeah, Psycho 2.
There's a Psycho 2?
Exactly.
I'm not watching that.
No.
I bet that's awful.
I know. And obviously, a lot of musical sequels, I feel like people always like, it's not as good, whatever. So obviously we had the Mamma Mia 2, which I actually personally really liked. I cried at every time. Obviously, you've got High School Musicals 2 and 3, peak films. Cheetah Girls 2, that was needed. I liked that. They went to Barcelona.
Oh, yes!
Cheetah Girls 3 did not need to happen.
Yes.
And of course, we had the recent Wicked for Good, which very mixed, but I personally enjoyed it.
Yeah, and it had to come out. It couldn't just...
Yeah, like, it's weird. That's not even a sequel. It's like a continuation.
Yeah.
But they just went to 2 parts.
Yeah.
So my big question is, was Grease 2 needed?
Whoa,
Yeah.
Well, I'm very biased.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to imagine my life without it. And
Very bleak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So bleak without it. I think because when I associate it with joy, I associate it with childhood joy. And I feel like that's why it was needed, because it gave me and my sister something to dance around to and like sing, and like it really and like kind of nurtured the theatrical part of me in a really weird way. But like, I mean, was it absolutely needed? Probably not. Michelle Pfeiffer could argue it was maybe needed for her.
Absolutely.
Because if it did lead to her
get Scarface,
then absolutely it was needed. Because if we didn't have these two, maybe the world wouldn't have Michelle Pfeiffer in acting and film.
And that's a sad world.
Exactly. So it was needed. I'm gonna decide it was absolutely needed.
Yeah, because it was gonna happen either way. Like, even if the sequel was absolutely brilliant, amazing, winning 50 Oscars. Or winning 50 Razzies, it was still going to happen because they're like, oh, people like Grease.
It was successful, and even if it didn't happen in the 80s, it would probably happen like now.
Yeah.
Like, or they would have remade Grease, which they probably will do, I reckon, at some point in our lifetime.
I probably think they do, yeah, but...
Because they're already remaking Harry Potter, do you know what I mean? And that was like part of our childhood, so I feel like there is always a remake, but as a sequel, it was so harmless. Like, I don't imagine it did well at the box office.
I don't think it did, no. It was... It's one of those things where, like... I think it's because... obviously, the original Grease came out 60s, 70s?
Yeah, 70s.
Yeah, 70s. And also that came out, like, a few years later. So, obviously, it wasn't enough time for people to not, like, forget about Grease, but, like, not still have the momentum of Grease. To appreciate it, because they're automatically, right, like, oh, dude, there's no John Travolta. I'm out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No Olivia, because Olivia Newton-John, like, fan base grew from that. And it's like she's got such a massive fan base.
There was one fun fact that I did find out.
Ooh, tell me.
A famous actor did audition for Michael, but didn't get it because he was not old enough or tall enough. It was Tom Cruise.
Wow. If we had a Grease 2 with Tom Cruise and Michelle Pfeiffer, shit. Yeah, that would have been great. But can Tom Cruise sing?
I've not seen a Rock of Ages he did.
Oh, I guess.
So-
Maybe he can. He probably can, but like...
He probably can hold a tune, but I don't know how...
That's so funny he wasn't tall enough.
I know.
What, is he shorter than Michelle? Maybe? Is that why?
He must be.
Maybe. He
And
was like a
because
tall,
obviously
strapping man.
she wore heels for a majority of the film, so I'm sure.
Yeah. So he was two... And how old would he have been in the 80s, Tom Cruise? Because he did Legend in the 80s, and he was very young in that.
And he did Top Gun in the 80s as well, so...
So maybe like, what, 20?
I must be
19, 20, 21 maybe?
Yeah, he must
That's the age they should be in this film.
But also, this is Hollywood. They literally give 14-year-olds the role of like a grandmother.
Yeah, true. God, I bet the casting people at Grease 2 are now seeing Tom Cruise and thinking, we should have just casted him. Maybe his audition wasn't great. We don't know.
You never know.
Maybe it just wasn't the Michael.
I think the way that Michael looked made sense because again, he if you look up 80s heartthrob, like Pretty Boy, he was pinnacle of that.
He was
like blonde, chiseled,
like Patrick Swayze-esque.
Yeah,
sort of
literally.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. 100% agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And obviously, some things I've seen, it was like one of the worst sequels in movie history. I disagree.
Oh,
I
said that.
Yeah.
So
I disagree. I'm trying to think of a really bad sequel. You know that way, I've definitely seen a few that I'm like, why did they make that?
Yeah.
But right now, can't think.
So it's like the second Suicide Squad wasn't really a sequel, but like a redemption. I don't know.
Yeah, that seems a bit. Yeah. I think a lot of the Disney animated sequels are some of the worst I've watched.
Yeah, but they're also fantastic. Like
there are some that are great.
Like, do you mean like the animated sequels?
Yeah.
Are like, yeah. It's like Little Mermaid 2.
I to be fair, I loved that as a kid.
Same.
But like, you see, like Return to Jafar, that was a bad movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a good example of a terrible sequel, to be honest. Yeah, I can't think of any like big, like a big film that then had like a sequel that was like just an absolute car crash.
I think like once they started doing like Die Hard 4 and 5, I've not seen them, but I have heard they're just like, yeah, these are clearly cash grabs.
Yeah, sometimes the sequel's better than the first one.
Yeah, like I actually didn't mind Die Hard 2. I watched that for the first time.
I've not seen
It's
the
pretty
first
good.
one.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty much the same as the first one, but like except for in the high-rise building, they're like in an airport, and I'm like, oh.
Well, is it not a Jumanji 2?
I think so.
There was like the first one with Dwayne, and then the second one. You did a second one as well. I
so
think
you
that
did.
was rubbish.
You can kind of tell by the trailer. You're like,
original Jumanji only.
Of course,
Robin Williams only.
And obviously, other people say it's pointless, a complete copy of the original. It was very much copy and paste, but then you fix like certain words.
Yeah. Like for me, it felt. Because I was young when I watched it, so I didn't really understand plot lines and all that sort of stuff.
Exactly.
So, like, for me, it felt different because of the songs. I think that's what makes it different, but it is, it's kind of like let's just do this again.
Forgettable songs. Reproductive is not a forgettable song.
Completely disagree with that comment. Are you kidding? Like, those songs are so great. They're so great. Yeah, reproduction. Like, the lyrics were so funny. It's like, was it put your pollen tube to work? I'm like, oh.
Okay.
I was singing that as a child. And I'm like, I don't even know what a pistol is. And then the guy goes, I've got your pistol right here. And I'm like, oh God, this is a song about sex.
See the way that the amount of songs that I was singing as a kid that I listen back now, I'm like, why was I listening to that as a kid?
Your parents shouting at the top of your lungs. Imagine people seeing you, like, oh God.
What are your parents showing you?
Just Grease 2. It's just Grease 2, I promise.
So that was the comments kind of around about when it came out, or just not long after. Whereas now, it's actually has developed a kind of a bigger cult following because people were, one article I found did say it's more smarter, funnier, and more feminist as the original. Which the feminist stuff, I can actually agree with that because I think I was like, I don't think the criticism of Sandy was as bad then as it is now, but I think they're like, let's make her tough.
Yes,
which we really appreciate.
I think Stephanie is a great character and she does not change herself. No. Like, from memory anyway, because I can't remember last time I watched it. But I remember her just being herself the full way through.
She literally had a type. She sang about her type.
Yeah.
And she got it.
She got it. She manifested that Michael bitch, honestly.
She's literally like, yes, I like you, but the helmet stays on.
And the letters, and the motorbike, and just put the goggles back on.
You know, the leather jacket, the zip's not even up because he has to expose his chest. I'm like, no, I get it, girl.
I get it, yeah.
I get it, girl.
That's very, very true. Like, the only thing that changes is the guy that changes. Like, Michael changes himself.
Yeah, he does.
Which is like, you know, for the better, whereas I feel like Sandy in Grease 1, it's not really for the better. Like, she's just doing it to please Danny. Whereas it's like, I feel like Michael was working on himself, you know. Michelle, like Stephanie was telling him, like, you know, this is what I want, and he was like, I'm going to evolve and I'm going to grow as a man, and I'm going to be that man for you. Full respect. So I totally agree with that comment. It's nice to know that people are saying nice things about it now.
Yeah, like, you know, and some people are like, may I say, I prefer it to the original, and I'm like, honestly? Yeah. I can see it. Yeah, I can definitely see it.
And this, the song that makes me laugh in Grease 2 is when Michelle Pfeiffer dressed as like a Christmas tree. No, is she dressed as a Christmas tree or she's dressed?
It's when they're doing the show, isn't it?
The four seasons.
Yes.
Like, I'll be your girl for seasons. I know the song's really bad. But like Michelle Pfeiffer just hating every single second of it.
It's definitely given, you know, when the Richard Pink ladies were forced to do beauty school dropout.
Yes, that is what that is.
She's like, fine,
yeah. But and then she does like a wee solo and things, but she's just dressed like, oh, it's really funny. But what's the other song that was in my head? Because there's the song Bowling Alley, there's a song The Bunker, there's a song in the theatre with the T-Birds, Reproduction, and
there's
Cool Rider.
Yeah, there's a song where they're all dressed in like Hawaiian skirts and they're in the luau.
Yeah. Yes.
I was like, okay. Okay.
Forgettable song. that comment, that forgettable song. Yeah, that one is forgettable, to be fair. But as a storyline, like that comment about it being more feminist is definitely true.
Smarter and funnier, which, like, you know, when you actually do get into the dialogue, I think once you've seen it more times, you will pick up the dialogue. I mean, there was already a JFK or Marilyn Monroe joke in like 15 minutes, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, okay, we're doing that.
Yeah.
I was just like, all right, okay, yeah. Sure, of course.
I'm really going to watch it now. I've not seen it in like a wee while.
Yeah, and I think when I'm on my way back, I'm actually going to listen to the soundtrack.
Oh, yes!
I was planning to on the way, but then I know, you know, that way I'm like, you know what? I avoided it for years because Grease 1 was so important to me, but I'm actually glad I checked it out now.
Yeah! Oh, that's so good.
Just absolutely everything to see Rydell High again, because I feel, you know, like, because I feel like I attended that school. I went to the dancing.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah.
And Chloe, thank you for finally making me watch Grease 2.
You're very welcome. I hope you enjoyed the soundtrack on the way home.
Yes, definitely. Reproduction.
No, I will give you a full concert one day.
one woman show. I'm Chloe, and I'll be playing all the parts.
So you got whenever left the podcast, I'm just going to sing the whole songs. No, I'm glad you loved it.
Yeah, I did. As tune for the next episode, I'm going to have Jason from Small Movie World, and we're going to watch a particular Disney live action movie that may or may not have ruined an Oscar-winning actor's career.
Juicy.
We love it. Anyway, goodbye.